My name is Catherine. I live just a few blocks from here. I handle the books for my husband's business. I know it's not the most exciting job in the world, but I can do it from the second bedroom in our apartment. It saves us money, and it allows me the freedom to do some things that I really enjoy. I really like walking in the park and feeding the ducks and the other birds. I don't know, just watching them, so scared at first, inch their way closer and closer. I really like the park.
The park is my refuge, my oasis from corporate America. I'm Jean. I work on the 23rd floor of that building. I'm in the insurance business. I deal with people and their problems all day long. That's why I like the park. I need the park. It's just a breath of fresh air. I like to watch people, especially people that don't need anything from me. People just pushing their children on the swings and feeding the ducks. I eat my lunch here nearly every day.
Every day I'd watch her feed those ducks and think to myself, I could just get my hands on that bread. I'm Rachel. I live on the streets. I was hungry, and what those ducks were getting was looking real good. So one day, I made a run for it.
Hey! I called out. But the girl was gone, running into the trees with a bag of bread crust.
A bag of bread crust. It was more than I'd had in 2 days. I was hungry.
I wasn't hungry. Not after what I had just seen. That could have been her purse.
It could have been your purse, my husband said. He wanted me to stay away from the park for a while. But I just couldn't stop thinking about that girl. And I had to know if she was really trying to steal my purse, or if maybe she was just hungry. So I went back.
I went back to the park the next day. Without my purse, of course. And there she was again, with another bag of bread. Brave soul, or careless, I thought. An easy target.
An easy target, I thought, as I watched the lady with bread across the street. I didn't see no cops around, and I'm a pretty fast runner, so I snuck up from behind the trees.
Ow! Out of nowhere, she shoves me into the park bench and rips the bag out of my hand. But I saw her this time. She was just a child, a teenager, maybe. My wrist began to throb. I found out later it was fractured.
I shuddered at what I had just seen as I walked back to my office.
I shuddered to think what life must be like for her.
I shuddered from the cold and ate the sandwich. That silly woman was about to throw the sandwich to the birds. It was in the bread bag whole. She didn't even crumble it up in little pieces. I hoped I hadn't hurt her too bad. That was a good sandwich. That day it was all I had.
I had half of mine to eat in the cafeteria that day, but it was especially a nice day. So I went back to the park. And there she was again, the bread lady. And this time, she had two bags of bread.
One for the birds, and I set the other bag on the bench for the girl.
The girl never showed up.
She didn't come by for almost a week. Oh, maybe she thought the 2 bags were a trap, so I went back to just one. I'd take a handful of bread out of the bag, set the bag on the bench, and then walk away to feed the birds.
It was as if she wanted the bag to be stolen.
It was easy to steal it.
She took it every day.
Every day there was something different in the bag. Always a sandwich. Maybe she thought the birds liked sandwiches. But then one day there was an apple. And another day, a Snickers bar.
One day, the woman brought an old duffel bag and set it on the bench, and then walked away to feed the birds. I couldn't believe it. This woman was giving away stuff to the street kid. The kid who put her wrist in a cast.
What a treasure.
Nice clothes, soap, perfume, and a mirror were inside.
Inside, she was just a scared girl. Her name was Rachel. She came by to thank me the next day.
The next day, they were sitting on the bench together, talking like they were friends or something. This woman was being set up for a major ripoff. It's sad. You know, some people just have no common sense.